is on. Jose, what's going on? How are you?
What's up? What you guys doing?
Oh, we're good, man. We just wanted to get you on. Obviously, it's fight week, and Rayo is hot right now, and it looks like Robert Garcia is saying that he doesn't want Rayo to fight anymore this year, let alone on November 2nd, which is allegedly the date for Tank. And you being the manager, I just wanted to get you on. What's your thoughts? Is because Garcia made it seem that the 5-month camp is a lot, and there's no way that Rayo could come back that soon for a fight of that caliber. So what's your thoughts?
Well, I don't know where you heard that. I mean, actually, as a matter of fact, I was talking to his father today, and we were talking about, I saw a video that I didn't want to bother him. I saw a video that he was on a little vacation, enjoying his time, and I was just waiting for him to come back and sit down and see when he wants to fight. Uh, we have the rematch clause eventually, so I'm thinking maybe we could do it in December. I'm gonna talk to him. Right now I'm in Mexico. I was real busy this weekend. I had a kid fighting in Texas, and then I had two girls, the Tejas girls, fighting on Saturday, and now I'm here in Mexico, Sonora, Mexico. I'm gonna have Julio Porras fighting this Friday at the zone, and I'll be back Saturday, so I'll probably be sitting down with them on Monday or Tuesday. But I think maybe we're looking maybe like around December. But like I said, I gotta see what he wants, and he's back in training, so he's gonna be there at the fight with Canelo Alvarez and Munguia. So uh, um, I think we'll have some good news pretty soon.
But you're saying a return for December, so that does cancel Tank out because Tank's rumor date is November unless he's getting pushed back.
November. Well, anything can happen. Like I said, hopefully everything goes well. With I don't even know if he has an opponent Tank yet. Anything can happen. Like I said, we're gonna go to. He's training already, so it's a big possibility we can fight Tank. It's a big possibility we could do the rematch. So, like I said, he just got back from his little vacation, so we're gonna sit down and see uh, what he wants to do. The most important thing is that he's back training, and we're gonna figure it out. It's I think we have good time, to fight either or.
Again, as a trainer, what's your thoughts on what Robert Garcia said? And I'll screen share it here and read it because this is where we're getting it from. As you can see, this is Robert's Twitter, and he says, "I didn't say I didn't let him. I said he wasn't fighting this year. He was in a tough 5-month camp, originally fighting on Tank's card in June, and then got moved to August. I don't know where everyone got the idea or the news that he's fighting Tank in 2.5 months after, but that was never true." Now, this was September 6th, 3 days ago.
Like I said, man, I'm the manager here. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Like I said, I haven't spoke to him. We were waiting for him to come back and sit down and see. Like I said, I've been real busy. I just saw that he posted something yesterday. I think that he was training, and I'm super happy with that. Like I said, that's good. So now I gotta call him. Like I said, I didn't want to bother him. I wanted him to have his time and enjoy and relax and rest his body. But that's the plan. Like I said, I'm gonna sit with him maybe like around Monday or Tuesday and see. But if he's training, I think he's ready to go. So now the thing is, I gotta sit down with Luis de Cubas and see what is it that we're gonna do with him. Like I said, we gotta sit down with Rayo first and see where he's at. And like I said, I mean, I'm happy with either fight, Tank, uh, Pitbull, or whoever.
But to be clear, because you're a trainer and you train fighters, is it enough turnaround time for Rayo? Because obviously Robert Garcia is making it seem like it's a quick turnaround for a guy that was in a camp so long. What's your professional opinion?
Shit, we've been in camp for 6 months, 7 months. I remember David was in San Diego and he was there also training, getting ready for a fight. Uh, you know, He has no cuts. He has no injuries. Let's see how he feels. Like I said, I don't think it should be a problem. I think we gotta keep him active if he wants to stay active. I don't see a problem. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest with you. Like I said, different people, different trainers think differently. Like I said, I gotta talk to Rayo and see how he feels. How's the body doing? Like I said, no injuries, no cuts, nothing that I know. So at the end of the day, for me, I think that he's ready. He has momentum, and not why not? Why not fight again?
And as far as David, how are the injuries? Last time, you did speak that he went through a couple of injuries. Is he going to be good for December? Because it sounds like David Morrell has a December date now, and there's been no more mention of David Benavidez fighting in December.
I mean, according to the plan, everything's still for December. Everything's going well. He's already moving. He's already training, and everything. According to the plan, everything's going well. Like I said, right now everybody's focused on Canelo and Berlanga. So I think next week you guys are going to hear a lot of news about David and Jose Valenzuela.
And I seen that David's back in Miami. Obviously, Memo Heredia is training with Berlanga. Are you going to bring in a new strength and conditioning coach for this training camp for David?
You know what? To be honest with you, on last camp we were talking with David, and he said he wanted to make changes in his camp, and I was, hey man, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're doing that. You're a grown man. You have 2 kids, and I think you should start getting more involved in making your own decisions. Because if something happens to me, I want you to start learning and start doing your own thing. So that I don't know if he's gonna bring Memo Heredia. I have nothing to do with Memo Heredia, so I don't know. That's David's decision if he wants to bring him in or not. I I, I haven't spoke about that yet with him. I don't know nothing about Memo, so I mean, if David wants to bring him in, that's his decision, and I'll support David 100%. And whatever David wants to do in his camp, I think it's time for him to make adjustments and do whatever he is. I love him to death. He's my son. I'm always going to support him, and whatever makes him happy, and keep him motivated, for these bigger fights.
Now, there's a video. Let me get this one off, Tone. There's a video of you going viral speaking to Canelo's father in Spanish. I feel like a lot got lost in translation in that video, and the internet is making you look a certain way. I understand perfect Spanish. I heard you say that you wanted to be respectful, but you felt like that route wasn't going to get you the fight, so you chose to go the disrespectful route. The internet wants to have us believe that you're backtracking. If you could just touch on that specific segment where you spoke only in Spanish and maybe give that translation in English for the audience who's assuming, obviously, what you didn't say.
Yeah, we had they brought in Pitbull's father and Canelo's father, and I was in there, and like I said, I always said this to everybody, everybody wants to fight Canelo. We wanted to fight Canelo, and we were very polite, but that seems like nobody was hearing us. So I started talking a little shit, and that didn't work. So I mean, I'm not like that, bro. Whoever knows me, But at the end of the day, I thought maybe if I make them mad or something, maybe they'll give us a fight, But like I said, nothing worked. That's why we went up to 175, not to talk about Canelo, and try to see if we can fight better before B-ball. But that thing is not going away, man. It's like it's getting worse and worse and worse. Talking about Canelo. He's a great fighter. He's one of the best, pound for pound, the best, and he deserves, him and his team, to be where he's at. And whatever they have, they deserve it. They work hard. But I believe that he's the best. So why not give David an opportunity to fight? We earned our shot. We've been chasing him for 3 years. First, he said that David didn't have the experience. He hasn't fought nobody. Then he said that the only thing that he brings to the fight is 25 pounds. Then he said if they give him $200 million, he will fight him. Like I said, man, I try to do everything. They said that, okay, we're going to fight David, but we're just going to pay you the minimum. And then we didn't hear from them, so, and we said yes. to the minimum, you know. So I don't know what else to do, you know. Like I said, you know, he deserves everything that he has. We try to do it in a good way, in a bad way, or whatever, you know, but it didn't work. So I think, and that says everything. When he asked for $200 million, he doesn't want to face David Benavidez. So why even, you know, we're here, we're ready. You know, if he wakes up tomorrow, he says, hey, I want to fight David, we're ready. We can get ready for the next fight, to fight at 168. If not, we'll stay at 175 and try to see if we could get an opportunity with Benavidez for Bivol. So that's all I said.
Tone, you had something? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh yeah, coach. Hey, coach. There was rumors slithering through the Twitter street that David was being coached now by Calvin Ford. Are you still coaching David Benavidez, your son?
Man, you know, like I said, he just started training, you know. I mean, if that was the case, you know, there's so many much rumors that people come up with, you know. And even though if he is training with Kelvin, you said Kelvin, I don't even know the guy. Kelvin, I
Calvin
mean,
Ford, Gervonta Tank Davis trainer.
yeah, I mean, that would be great, you know. I mean, honestly, man, I didn't know nothing about boxing, man. You know, I always said, you know, if there's another trainer better than me, I mean, you know, I never boxed. I didn't know nothing about boxing. Look where I'm at. Look at Pacheco, how he looked. Look at these girls that I just fought. Look at Rayo Valenzuela. You know, look at David, how far has he come, you know? So if there's somebody else better than me, why not? I can still learn, you know, and thank God, you know, I mean, I learn from everybody. Every day I learn. So it'll be an honor, you know, to be next to another great trainer. And imagine the knowledge and the confidence that David will feel. That's great, you know, and if he hasn't said anything to me about that, so, but if he does, I will support him 100%.
That's amazing. Shout out to you for real. So I just want to get your thoughts on Berlanga, specifically since we were talking respect and disrespect. He got the fight by being respectful, and then he did a whole 180, and now he's very disrespectful. What's your feelings on that? Because it seems like Canelo in these 2 episodes likes that. He's like, you know, we chose him because, you know, he was going to sell the fight. Look at how he did the press conference, and we know that he's going to actually fight, which means come forward,
You know,
obviously.
I mean, come on, man. You know, we all know about that Berlanga was not respectful. You know, Canelo gave him the chance because he's a guy that hasn't been progressing. Why doesn't he give Diego Pacheco an opportunity? Because he knows that Diego Pacheco is a dangerous fighter. Diego Pacheco is getting better and better and better. You know, I mean, of course he's going to choose this guy because he's respectful. You know, what the fuck? He's not respectful, you know. I mean, he fought Munguia because he knew that he was very hittable, you know. And the reason it has nothing to do with respect, disrespectful, whatever. With this, he knows that he will lose with David Benavidez. That's why he doesn't want to take the opportunity to fight David Benavidez. He's asking for too much money. That's a way to say no. I don't want to fight David. And now Diego Pacheco, he won't even talk about Diego Pacheco either because he knows that you got a guy that's young, strong, progressing. Fuck no, there's no way. Come on, you know, we got to stop all this that I was disrespectful. Oh, these guys were respectful. What do you want me to go try to get a fight with a dozen of roses? Or I mean, come on, bro. You know that. Look at the fights before, man. Come
That's
on,
right.
you know. I think they got to stop all this. You know, the guy is scared, man. He's scared of the Mexican monster, man. So and now he has another monster coming up. So I mean, he won't even
But you
get a
don't
chance.
you don't think he's gonna give Pacheco the chance? Because I
No,
mean, let's be
I
real.
mean,
Pacheco's green though, coach. I mean, yes, he looks better than, you know, Berlanga, and maybe you as the trainer think he looks better than Munguia, but he doesn't have the experience of Munguia. You know,
well, let's
he
make
is
it
still
happen.
green.
Let's make it happen. We want the Munguia fight. I'm not here to say, hey, fight Diego Pacheco. I'm not here to say that. You know, I'm here to say, okay, Munguia, let's fight Diego Pacheco. Okay, Berlanga, let's fight Diego Pacheco and see where we at. But if they give me the opportunity, you know, and believe me, man, Canelo will not even look at Diego Pacheco. Like I said,
But coach,
Pacheco
he
has been
sparred
looking.
him. He brought him in the camp numerous times. What is he gonna be afraid of?
But I'm not saying that he's afraid, but he will not get him because it's a tough fight. You know, the thing is with Diego Pacheco, he's been looking better and better and better and better. You're not gonna fucking come here and tell me that Berlanga is better than Diego Pacheco. Come on, bro. Really?
Facts.
And why is Berlanga fighting Canelo? Okay, Berlanga has more experience than Diego Pacheco. Fucking Diego Pacheco will knock out Berlanga. Come on, man. So I mean,
Facts.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Like I said, uh, why not? I mean, and I'm not saying I want to fight Canelo. No, I want to fight Berlanga. I want to fight Munguia, whoever, just to prove ourselves that we're over there. So that we're trying to get to that fight. But like I said, Diego Pacheco is a young lion, young, strong. Canelo is not the same.
So what's your prediction? Obviously, Canelo said he's not going to have any compassion for Berlanga because he's been talking all the crap that he's been talking. I think one of the predictions might be on record is Canelo in 6, I believe. What's your thoughts?
Believe it or not, man, I'm cheering for Edgar Berlanga. Even though he's talking a lot of shit, saying that I talk a lot of shit, that I don't like him, that I hate him. No, congratulations to Berlanga for landing this big fight. That's something we all want, and he deserves it. He's been working hard. And at the end of the day, I hope that there's a miracle, and I hope that he catches him with a good punch. Berlanga's young, strong, and we can have a big upset. But at the end of the day, Canelo is Canelo. He can adjust to all these fighters. I think the first 3 rounds, Berlanga's going to do good, but he's never been in that kind of lights. Even though he say he is and this and that, I think Canelo can adjust. And Canelo, I think after the 3rd round, I think he's going to start hurting him.
Tone, any questions before we let him go?
Yes, Coach. You 2 questions. You trained El Rayo. We talked in Seattle before he fought Chris Colbert. You said whoever lost that fight's at the back of the line. I want to know, how proud are you of El Rayo for fighting his way back like a true champion?
I just want to make sure I do not train Rayo anymore. I manage him.
Right.
And I was there at the fight. Now his old trainer, that was a trainer he was an amateur before he turned pro with me. He went back with them, and what's his name? Robert Garcia is kind of helping, but the main coach right now it's Mario, the trainer.
Okay.
And Robert, it just helped him. I called Robert and told him to see if he can help him. It was a big fight, and we needed him in corner. He was happy, and thank God he did. Because at the end of the day, we all win with a good team like that. So I don't train him, I manage him, but I'm super proud with everything that he's done. We placed him in the right place. We took him to a world title, and now everybody wants to fight him. So I think getting to the title, it's a little easy, but it's harder to maintain. So I think he has to stay focused and be ready, because all these guys are trying to come for his belt.
And being that you used to train him, do you think he can crack a potential Gervonta Tank Davis code? Could he be the one to do it?
I think, when I saw that he dropped Teofimo Lopez and then stopped him the second time, I think he does possess a lot of power, and I was amazed when that happened. I couldn't even believe it. But I think he does have the power. He has all the tools to beat Tank Davis. Tank Davis, a great fighter. Fuck, man, he adjusts to everybody. He has fought every style there is, in my respects, but I think he has a really good chance to beat him. To be honest with you, he's big for that weight. He's strong. I think now with this fight, I think he's going to get more confidence. And I think he looked really good with Pitbull, and I think everybody has a chance when they go in, and that would be a great opportunity. Even though if we get that fight with Tank, even though if he gets a good fight, I think still people are gonna love him and giving him opportunities. Now, if he beats Tank, he'll be a superstar.
Facts.
Last one, Jose. Jonathan Sims says, Jose, can you debunk the idea that if Tank versus Rayo happens, it would be a catch weight for 2 belts at 2 different weight classes? Is that even possible?
That would be great, man. I think the Rayo could do 135, not a problem. If that would even get better. If we could do a catchweight fight for the two titles, that would be amazing. That would be something that would be Rayo would be super happy.
Well, that's the last one, Coach, man. I want to thank you, obviously, for coming on. Did you get to watch Mariciela Cornejo's fight with Cecilia Barracas?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I don't miss any of her fights. I used to train her too.
Yeah, I
She
know.
used to. I've been like in about 4 fights with her. I got a lot of respect for her, and I'm a big fan of her too. She's a good girl, and I mean, everything went well, me and her. And the only thing that she had to move because she couldn't live in Seattle. But yeah, I did see it.
So how you think she did, man? I was disappointed. I thought she was gonna beat Cecilia, being that Cecilia's so old already.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, man, styles make fights.
Yeah.
You know, uh, man, maybe she was injured, maybe something. I mean, something. I haven't talked to her about, since she left me. To be honest with you, uh, we never stayed in touch. She started a new journey. But sometimes what I can figure out, maybe she was not 100%. Because yeah, I thought that was a great fight. I thought she would beat her, to be honest. But I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I did watch the fight, and I was hoping for her to win, and unfortunately, he came short. But she's still motivated, and I think you can see her a little bit more. And let's see what happens.
I know I said that was the last one, but since you fought Danny Garcia with your son Jose, can you give me a breakdown? You think he has a shot versus Laura? Is Laura the right age, or is Danny just too small?
Oh man, man, these guys, they've been fighting for a long time. Big fan of both of them. It's going to be a good fight, I think. It's a perfect matchup. But I will say that Laura's been a little bit more active, I would say, a little bit more fresh. But I think H are almost kind of there. It's going to be a good fight. I think whoever shows up that day and it's no injuries and they come 100%, to me, I think it's a 50-50 fight.
All right, Coach, that's everything. But get me that Rayo interview. We need Rayo on the show. And Pacheco, man. I still haven't gotten fed Pacheco. What's going on with Federico? This is crazy. But I
Man,
love
the
you
thing is,
anyway.
Federico right now, I think, look, I'm in Mexico. I think Federico right now is in Hawaii, taking
Oh,
a little
wow.
vacation. So,
Nice.
yeah, man, it's a little bit difficult, man. Everybody calls me for these guys to do interviews, but shit, I can't even do my interviews sometimes. So, maybe if you DM them or something, because
I'm going to
it's a
try.
little hard, to be honest with you. So I won't go back until Monday. Hopefully I can see him on Monday. And it's been a journey for me. Thank God, I started with Pacheco, then a Bullet in LA, then Federico, then what's his name, Diego Pacheco, and then Kevin, then the Taya sisters, and now I'm here with Julio Porras. So I mean, thank God, I've been busy.
Yeah,
And
you
like I said,
blessed.
like I said, I don't know shit about boxing. I don't know anything, but thank God it's blessing me. And I'm
Yeah.
here trying to do my little thing and trying to learn. And so far, so good.
Amen, Coach. Thank you, and blessings.
Thank you. Take care.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jose Benavidez, Sr.